Hi, this is Tim McGarvey, and this video is all about how you can increase your reputation online by getting LinkedIn recommendations. You know, what people say about you online determines projects, positions, and opportunities. Here's what LinkedIn says about recommendations. Users with recommendations are 3 times as likely to get inquiries through LinkedIn searches. When people read your LinkedIn profile, they definitely want to know that you're capable of doing your job. But what they really want to know is what you're like as a person and what you're like to work with over the course of a project or day to day in an office. So, who should you get a recommendation from? Well, you should get recommendations from people you've worked with, people you've worked for, and the people who have worked for you. So how do you get recommendations? Well, listen, there are at least 2 ways. The first way is to ask them through LinkedIn. And you know, there's already a system established inside of LinkedIn that makes this super easy for you. All you have to do is go to the menu here, go to your recommendations page, and then select the connections that you want to ask. If you do ask someone to send you a recommendation, you can also make this super easy for them. Here are 2 things that you can do that make it easier on the other person. The first one is to give them an out just in case they really don't want to write one for you for whatever reason. You can say something like, "I'd appreciate it if you would write me a recommendation if it's not too much trouble." So just in case they would rather not, things don't get too awkward. Also, you may want to let the other person know if you want the recommendation to focus on something specific. Like if there's a specific position or a job that's open right now that you're interested in. Another way that you can get recommendations, and probably an even better way, is by giving other people great, honest recommendations. Do this and you'll get great reviews in return. You know, when someone writes a recommendation for you and it just pops up in your email, it's pretty great, right? Well, listen, do this for other people and you'll get more recommendations than you could ever need. A good number for you to shoot for is somewhere between maybe 10 and 12. So, do you really want to make sure that you get great reviews? Just write great reviews for other people. Here's what you can do to write a great recommendation for someone else. First, state how things were before you started working with this person. Next, describe your positive experience that you had while you were working with them. Then add specific results that they achieved while you were working with them. And finally, end with a statement that goes something like this. "I would highly recommend," the person's name, "to anyone who wants X results." Well, listen, that's a pretty good review, right? If you write all your reviews like this, you're guaranteed that you will get some great recommendations in return. And remember, you don't have to use every recommendation that you get either. If it doesn't seem quite right for you, or you need something different right now, you can always hide the ones that you don't want to show in your profile. If you want to increase your reputation in your industry, this is one way that you can do it. So go find some people in your network that deserve good reviews and get writing. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you found this information useful and you'd like to receive 20 free videos of the top questions that people ask about marketing with social media, just go to the web address that you see right here on the screen. free-social-media-videos.com